Hi everybody, welcome to the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD walkthrough. This is chapter 5 and it will cover getting a bunch of heart pieces, treasure charts, and things that are now open to us on the Great Sea, as well as going to our next destination. So first off, now that we're back at our boat, you should see that the post box should be wiggling, and you'll want to go ahead and open it so that the chieftain of the Rito tribe will give you a piece of heart. Now, this chapter is going to be significantly different than chapter 5 of my previous walkthrough for this game. It will still be, you can still use it for the GameCube version. I'm just taking a different route because there's stuff we can get right now, and since we have the Swift Sail, it's actually not going to take that long to get all this stuff. So while you're here, you want to buy 2 Hyoi pairs, at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 if you're not so confident in your seagull skills. Also, I highly suggest buying a lot of all-purpose bait and mapping your chart out as we go. So you can do that here. Now before we go, I just want to show you the route. So on the map here, we'll basically be skimming the outer edges of the Great Sea and doing what we can, because with the items that we have now, we can basically do just about everything on these tiles to get to where the marking on the map is. And just make sure you open up all your treasure charts as you get them, because we will be picking up some treasure today. So after you've done that, you can head into the King of Red Lions. If you try to jump into him, it won't let you because he needs to say something to you. He says he's marked the spot on your map. So there is one treasure to grab here before we leave, and it is behind the Forest Haven, in between the islands. You can see it, and I think you saw it in the previous chapter. We got this from showing the picture of the moon to that crabby kid sitting on the stairs in Windfall Island. So you can pull this up for heart piece number 7. Or sorry, this is heart piece number 8. The heart piece in the post box was heart piece number 7. My bad. So now you want to head east 1 sector from here to the next island. As long as I'm going just 1 sector between islands, I'm not going to speed up the video. But if I ever go more than 1 sector away, I will speed up. So this is Plateau Isle, and you might run into sharks here. Just jump over them if they come at you. If they really bother you, you can use your boomerang on them, but they shouldn't give you too much trouble. Then you want to head up on the first little island here and just keep hopping across to the islands, and there will be a hole that you can fall down. So fall down the hole. Now if you bought all-purpose bait, you'll probably need some rupees here, or you'll probably have room for some rupees. Probably won't need them, but there's some rupees on the little platforms here. Make sure you have your Deku Leaf equipped, and you can hop up and grab the rupees at your leisure. After you've grabbed all the rupees you want to head on to the main platform, and you can kill all the Deku Babas you want. I would suggest just killing them all because you can get some Boku Baba seeds from them, and they're easy to one-shot with your boomerang. So there are also thorns here that will prevent you from going certain ways, so just make sure you watch out for those. You want to go around the outside of the room and make sure you kill the 2 Dekubabas there. And then there's a Bokubaba leaf, or a Dekubaba leaf, or flower that you can jump in, hop up to the platform, and then jump across. Then jump up to what looks like a diving platform, and you can just fall right from there. Then you can open this treasure chest for a joy pendant. Then all the thorns will drop from there. So after you do that, you want to pick up a Deku stick from one of the Dekubabas that dropped, light it on fire, go into the Dekubaba flower, and then hop across, jump up the platform. Now, instead of just falling down, you want to throw the stick so that all the large planks burn, and then hop across and use your Deku leaf. Then you can head up. So this will get us to the tall plateau, where we'll see one of the Koroks here with a little tree. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do for him now, so we'll just have to wait till later. There's also a new enemy up here, blue choo-choos. These are electrified, so you're going to want to stun them with your boomerang before you attack them. And also make sure you grab their spoil item, the blue chew jelly. With 15 of these, there are only 15 that you can actually get in the game. You'll be able to unlock Blue Potion to be bought at any time you want. So that's pretty nice. But anyways, you can open this treasure chest for treasure chart number 25. Also, the Forest Haven treasure that we got, heart piece number 8. If you're playing the GameCube version, you wouldn't have been able to get that at this point in the game because you need the deluxe pictograph to show the moon to the kid sitting on the stairs. So unfortunately, you'll just have to skip that for now. After you've gotten the blue chew jelly, you can hop down and get back on the King of Red Lions. Our next destination is one sector to the south. So the main reason why I decided to go this route in this playthrough was because of the Swift Sail. Because we got it so early, it makes traveling to these islands a breeze, whereas if you have the regular sail, you'd have to constantly be changing the wind, and it's kind of a pain. So it's best to just do this later in the game when we have the ability to warp around the world. So here there is another treasure that we can pick up. So you want to go ahead and grab that treasure for heart piece number 9. Yeah, a lot of heart pieces today. Also, there are some Kargaroks here. You can kill them if you want. If you do, you can probably score some golden feathers, so that's always good. Just note that while you're on your boat, you can't use your grappling hook, but you can use your boomerang, which will kill them in 2 hits. So that's pretty nice. Now we're going to stay in this sector to get our next little goodie. We want to head to basically the far corner of the map, and there should be another submarine down there, one like the one we got in the last chapter to get the empty bottle. So I think around this submarine there are 4 rafts, and you can go ahead and grab the joy pendants from all of the bokoblins on the rafts. It's probably a good thing to do. So these pink bokoblins also are not very different from the blue ones. The basic difference is their attire and their weapon. Their weapon of choice is a telescope, so just a little fun fact. On the far platform there is a treasure chest that you can open for, I believe, 20 rupees, so if you're full on rupees, that's unfortunate, but we won't be coming back here, so you might as well open it. After you've gotten all the joy pendants, you can head in the submarine. In here there's more bokoblins, and there's also some keys on the ceiling. Make sure you grab all the joy pendants from the bokoblins, and then use your boomerang to your advantage. The boomerang will defeat the keys in one hit, and you can use it repeatedly to continuously stun the bokoblins, just like we did the moblins back in for the Forbidden Woods. So it might be a good idea here to get rid of the keys right away, and then focus on the bokoblins. Also, if you push the boomerang button repeatedly, you'll end up stopping your boomerang short, because if you push it again after you throw it, it will come back to you. So make sure if you want a long boomerang throw, you don't press the button again. After that, after you defeat them, you can head up the ladder, and a treasure chest will appear. You can open it for heart piece number 10. And we really are collecting a lot of them today. Now you can exit the submarine and get back on the King of Red Lions. We want to head west a screen now, or a sector, sorry. This sector or the island in this sector is called the boating course, and there's a mini game you can play here to get some extra rupees, but all you can get is rupees. There are also some platforms here with bokoblins that you can grab the joy pendants. There's also a treasure chest there. Not quite sure what it contains because it's probably just 20 more rupees, maybe a joy pendant. But we're not going to have a problem collecting the joy pendants we need for the side quests, so you can skip it if you want to. Once you're here, don't talk to the guy, because I'm not going to be playing the minigame. Instead, jump up on the highest platform here and change the wind so that it's going in the direction towards the other island. Which should be north. Then, you want to use your Deku Leaf to fly over to the island. There will be a hole here which you can fall down. So during our adventure we will encounter mini rooms like this. They'll all be different though. This one has an endless stream of mini blends, so I recommend not worrying about them. Then you want to pull out your boomerang and hit all of the switches in the little caves. You can pretty much only hit them one by one, but luckily in the Wii U version you can move while aiming, so it makes it a little bit easier. After you do that, a treasure chest will appear, and you can open it for the Submarine chart, the first special chart we are getting. This chart shows us every sector where there is a submarine. So we've already gotten 2 of them, and since you're using this walkthrough you don't really need it, but for 100% it's kind of required, if you're a completionist like me. After that you can head out, and you can take a look at the submarine chart if you want. We'll be getting 1 more of those actually in this chapter. So hop back in the King of Red Lions and go west 1 sector again. Now if you got the optional treasure chest or treasure chart in the Forbidden Woods, one of them, you should, or if you got both of them, you should have a treasure available for this island, which is the Angular Isles. You can see it in the distance there. You want to pull that up, and as you can see me dealing with the sharks, basically all I did was jump. You want to pull the treasure up for heart piece number 11. If you're having trouble getting on the right spot for these treasures, you can always use your map, and especially if you're using a gamepad, it makes it really easy because you appear on the map. You just have to open up to the right treasure chart, and you can kind of line up with a little X that crosses the map. So if you pull that up, we are not done yet. Hop up onto the island and go to the other side, then pull out the block that you can pull. Then you want to hop up and hop up once again, and then head on to the other side and push the block off that you can push. Then you can go ahead and pull this block on the bottom level again and climb up that. Climb up again and then pull the bottom block out from underneath the top block so that you can climb up yet again. From here you can climb up either side to get to the treasure chest, but watch out because there is another blue choo-choo here. So you're going to want to get its blue chew jelly, and then you can take care of it. Remember, it is electrified, so you have to use your boomerang. Then you can open the treasure chest on top of here for heart piece number 12. So another heart container for you. Now you can go ahead and hop back on the King of Red Lions and sail west 1 square again. So this sector is, I believe it's Two-Eyed Reef, and there's not much we can do about the reefs right now, although all of them hold treasure. So we're going to skip the island for now. We'll be back here later. But as you're going across, I think it's on the western side, look for a huge flock of seagulls. You're going to want to sail towards that flock of seagulls. And you might see flocks of seagulls all over the Great Sea or in different spots, because there is something special there. So head over, and you'll be sucked into a whirlpool as you go, and a big octo will come out of the sea. So get your boomerang ready, since these guys are easier later. However, right now, this guy's easy enough. You have to take out all of his eyes. So the boomerang is kind of a weaker item. You need to hit his eyes 3 times each with the boomerang to take them out. They'll turn blue once you take them out. But Since this guy only has 4 eyes, that shouldn't be much of a problem. Some of the later Octos will have 8 or even 12 eyes, and we'll take them on. Well, we'll take on the 12-eyed ones for sure. But for right now, this guy is pretty easy for us to deal with, and once we defeat him, we get a very helpful power-up. So what we do is we save a Great Fairy. We haven't even actually met any Great Fairies yet, so this is the first one. And she will upgrade our magic power. Yeah, right after one dungeon after we get magic power, we get the upgraded magic. Isn't that nice? So now our magic power is doubled, which means that we can also fly longer than we could before, which will be pretty helpful. Well, that's all for this sector, so move 1 west. And this is Headstone Isle. Before heading to the island, because there is stuff to do there, you'll notice that north of it there is a submarine, which won't appear until you're actually in the sector. So I thought I saw it, but I was actually heading towards a distant isle. And I luckily corrected myself. So yep, this is the next submarine we'll be getting. And there are no platforms around here to get joy pendants, unfortunately. So head inside and you'll drop down automatically, and there are enemies called real bomb chews here. Now you can't leave this place, so be careful as you're going in if you're not confident in your skills. However, these real bomb chews are just rats carrying around bombs. However, they'll throw them at you, and it's kind of annoying, and make sure you're just constantly moving. Use your boomerang to defeat them, that way you can defeat them at a distance and you don't have to swing your sword and set off a bomb flower. Your boomerang does them in 1 shot, so after they're all defeated, a treasure chest will appear. You can head up the ladder and open it for treasure chart number 14. Then you can exit the submarine. And that's all for part A of chapter 5. So see you guys in part B where we'll finish the chapter.